Hello, everyone, and welcome back for more bingo action, for more SA2 bingo action. Tonight, we have not only one, but two matches coming up. And first off, we have got Booty Clippers versus the infamous Best Name Team 7. And yeah, on comms, we've got Liam and Tathis, so take it away.
Hello. Welcome welcome all gamers. How we doing tonight? I do think this is going to be quite an exciting match, if I'm not mistaken. Both these teams are undefeated, and obviously, joining with me on comms is Tethys. Tethys, how you doing?
Hi everybody, how's it going? Obviously always a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here alongside you, Liam. Hopefully, well, almost without a shadow of a doubt, we've got a great match coming up. As you say, the only two teams left in the league with a 0 on their record on the losses. Deku and Drum looking to complete a full sweep tonight, and you would think, technically, this is the match that decides who's going to finish top of the league, right? I mean, if Deku and Drum win this, then that's it. Nobody can finish above them. If Lexi and Pina win this, then they still need to win every single other game. But we've effectively got, providing that playoffs don't actually go ahead, which are still kind of up in the air, we could potentially be looking at the literal title decider here. You know, this is what it's all about. As we get our board revealed, a lot of missions on display that I'm seeing already. That is, wow. Go ahead.
Take it away. Keep going. I want you to hear. I want to hear what your thoughts are on some of these goals.
Well, I was just going to say, this board is incredibly mission heavy and exactly the kind of thing you want for a match like this. You know, going all the way across, you've got Green Forest, you've got Wild Canyon, Pyramid Cave, Radical Highway, Hidden Base, Sand Ocean, another Radical Highway. So Stephen Davis in Radical Highway, as we've come to know it across the course of this bingo league. See whether or not that stage plays a part here. White Jungle, Metal Harbor. This just feels like such a perfect board almost in terms of balance between story goals. And look at the story goals as well. You know, we've got some late game stuff. We've got Final Rush, Crazy Gadget on the hero side of things. I gotta say, dark side of things, we've got the Egg Quarter. Well, Egg Quarter's all missions A rank. That's still a story goal, but it looks to be pretty early with the dark story goals. And then Kiro has sort of quite a nice balance. So yeah, this is going to be a really, really interesting board that I think is perfect for a match that has such high stakes. And should we talk about our contestants here today a little bit?
I think so. I mean, we have obviously 4 legendary players in the community going up against each other here. You know, we got Deku and Drum, and we already know Drum is top tier for sure. Bested only by Katie, perhaps. You know, in both categories, and you know, Deku with his multiple world records across Sonic titles, different categories, and you know, renowned skill in hunting. And of course, Lexi and Piner. You know, Lexi has been around for a while, and she's also top tier for sure. Not only just taking top times in the categories, the main categories for SA2B, but also for the alternate on all swap categories, proving amazing times and fundamental knowledge and movement in the games. And who could forget Piner? Legendary 180 runner, and just a joy to have in this community. You know, they're awesome. And any other thoughts that I've missed there, Tethys? I mean, I feel like you've known a bit more, and you've been around a bit longer than I have.
No, you pretty much summed it up perfectly. Obviously, giving Piner a lot of credit in terms of just how much of a specialist they are in terms of bingo specifically. You know, came back out of relative retirement, I guess you could say, to come back and take part in this bingo league. And obviously, with a 4-0 record so far, they're doing fantastic. But like you said, this is going to be their toughest test so far, possibly their toughest test. Period. It doesn't get much tougher than the team that's gone 8-0 in the league so far. And we're coming up not too far away now from the beginning of this match. Yeah, there's just so many things that you could say. You really could talk all day about any one of the runners going up against each other here, but yeah, it's such a tough one to call. You probably would say, just given how fantastically they've done, the form they've been on, you probably would say Booty Clippers are the favourites, and would fancy them to perhaps take the win here. They obviously did sweep aside Dawn Sparks. Was that yesterday or the day prior? I can't even remember, but...
I believe it was yesterday, after our match.
So yeah, obviously,
wrong.
They were their closest contenders for the big part of the season. Also went on a really strong unbeaten run. But yeah, still no match for Booty Clippers in the end. So we'll see. If anyone can do it, if anyone will do it, it has to be Team 7 here today. And yeah, we're not too far away now. So I guess any final words, really?
No beginner shout karate, Sag.
Very true. That's the thing. This board, it doesn't have much outside of the stories. There's obviously the mech A rank and obviously the ever-present ATM ones. But we're not seeing any kart racing here today. We're not seeing any Chow Karate. We're not seeing any. We're not seeing too much funky stuff, I suppose. I'm noting a lack of gold beetles, but pretty heavy on the hidden animals. You know, we've got Death Chamber, we've got Prison Lane.
We're all hero too.
Yeah, plenty going on.
So the hero runners better hope they know where those hidden animals are. And as far as the dark runner goes, dark runners go, it looks like there's a good chunk of ILs to get through, as well as an upgrade or two there. So you know, it's two upgrades on the hero story side too that you have to go out of your way for both of them. So it'll be really interesting to see what we got here coming up, and they should be starting very shortly, it seems. Yeah. How about you, Tempest? Any final words before we get going?
Well, I mean, what's going to decide this, really? Because I feel like the board is too widespread to sort of say that an early lead rather is going to be what determines the way things go. But
we're looking for city escape skips. We're looking for good RNG in Dry Lagoon. No jail pieces, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say something interesting that I've noticed from Piner in their first few matches. Will go back for another attempt at City Escape skip if they do not hit it first try. So interesting to see how much they'll push that one. Because obviously you don't really want to be throwing yourself at that wall for too long. But every confidence in their ability to pull it off from what it looks like. And we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. So it looks like we got 3 out of 4 at the starting line now, at the menu screen.
Do you think these runners set their saves?
Good point. I didn't see anybody do it, so either we've got blue safers in the building, or everybody's just managed to forget it somehow. But looks like we've got Deku, Piner, locked onto Hero, and Drum, Lexi, ready to go. Countdown has gone. We're off.
Let's go.
And underway. The time is now, the waiting is over. The title decider to see who's finishing top of the league, to see if Booty Clippers can cement their place at the top of the league for once and for all, right here, right now. Or if Team 7 can begin a chase down for the remainder of their matches to try and get themselves in with a shot themselves. So we will see. Straight out of the gates already, we got our runners making their way cleanly enough through each of their individual sections.
Pioneer not going for the ring route. Or maybe they got a different one going on.
That's a really interesting thing. Obviously, that's Lexi, actually, down there on the bottom right screen.
My apologies, Lexi.
Again, nonetheless, is there something in Iron Gate that we're missing here?
So far, not really. It looks like both runners missing CE skip. So it all comes down to movement and their skipless CE at this point. And for the Dark Runners, just some good mech movement. They are RTA sync right now, it seems, on the dark side. So, love to see it. We are far enough into the stage that enough could happen that we could desync them. Sorry, go on.
Here's Piner. As we said, Piner goes back and goes for another attempt and does, in fact, pull it off. So, yeah, just as we were saying, Piner manages to take the lead despite an early, despite missing C-skip at the first time of asking, goes back, takes another attempt, and they're on their way. Meanwhile, Deku is not a million miles behind, though, it's going to be said, coming up towards the end of rail section now. But yeah, big moment so early on for Piner. And you've got to say, it's a big risk as well to go back and try it. But yeah, just confidence.
I could have sworn I saw them continue on later on in the stage. So they must have gone like further in and doubled back quite a bit to get to the second try CE skip, unless my eyes were deceiving me. And we've got Piner.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The first one done. Sorry, go for it, Tepes.
I was just gonna say, yeah, just it must have changed their minds or something. Just think, no, I can hit C skip. I'm turning around. I'm gonna go get it. And look at what. Look at it. Luckily for them, it's paid dividends. And here we go.
All right, so we got a 2 emblem count for both teams right now. 2 out of 80.
If it goes that far, then what a match this will be. Absolutely insane. So we got a pretty synced up Bigfoot hotshot thing going on here. Deku, unfortunately, just being the one to break the sync, sadly. We were going to have a nice panning sweep there. But here we go. Oh, this is great. So there you go. Piner takes down Bigfoot. Lexi takes down Hotshot, as does Drum. And there is the 4th out of 4 taken down. Everybody stands to pose. Oh, Deku.
Any free pieces in the building?
Yeah, let's find out. Obviously a great start. 14-7 so far. But could RNG swing things a bit? Obviously Deku, that master hunter that we all know he is. Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, we got plants from Drum. Or like by the feet or whatever it's called.
Deku on his way down towards a pair of earrings. Interesting piece one to take. Let's see how it goes. Coming up towards 100 rings perhaps? Oh, there's a free piece down there going around.
Oh, and Lexi got a jail piece. No.
Yeah, Wild Canyon M1 with 100 rings, so we'll see who can plan this route a little bit better. It looks like Deku has gotten that goal for his team already. Ooh. So Piner just taking a little bit too long here. And there goes the lead, and also gives Booty Clippers the lead, just in general. It's a 1-0 lead, and Deku is going to be happy to make up that lost ground from CE skip, from CE there. Fantastic stuff. And Drum is all the way in Sand Ocean already. Meanwhile, Lexi is struggling in Dry Lagoon a little bit, having to go and get a jail piece now. And sand walking for Drum, so suddenly Booty Clippers have turned on the switch. It's looking pretty good for them right now.
They have gone Kaioken ×3. And it's not looking too hot for Team 7 right now, but I do believe that there's plenty of opportunity for them to come back from this. They're just a slight advantage at the moment, slight lead. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, obviously what's going to be the next goal up on the runner's line of sight. The mech mission's A rank is going to be interesting. See if Drum is going to maybe do some whistle glitches come the end of Sand Ocean here. And how Deku decides to progress through Prison Lane. Interesting to see. And also what that third mech mission will be, whether or not they'll look at Lost Colony or maybe get out to maybe grab an IL or so. There isn't any early mech ILs to go and get that I can see immediately scanning the board, so I would expect to see Drum take on some whistle glitches here.
Here's something to consider too. Lexi might not know how far ahead Drum Basher is in this moment. She knows she got a jail piece, so that might make her like. But it looks like Drum got a really good set too, so she might not know how good of a set that was, how far ahead.
Something. Oh, good. Okay, I was about to say something. I've just noticed. Drum hasn't clicked off Eggman's Mystic Melody, and Lexi is sandwalking, but he has indeed done it now. So there is the second goal.
Drum about to get rolled the second time in a row.
Wonder if Drum managed to forget it there for a second, but pulled it off. And let's have a little look here.
Looks like
yeah, well, I stand corrected. Drum did not go for the whistle glitch, and instead it's just going to maybe look towards story progression instead, rather than. That's the thing with Bingo that we've seen a lot of runners opt for. There is that sort of thing where you can kind of spread yourself a bit too thin in trying to do as many things as possible. But Drum there has obviously made the decision to just purely focus on getting what is available in front of him quick and fast, as of right now. And that's a pretty respectable thing to do, but we'll see what Lexi's decision is as she progresses. And I think I see another goal. 5 hidden animals in Prison Lane for Deku there being clicked off, so it's a 3-0 lead. And it is, as we said, an early lead for Booty Clippers. We'll see just how much it pays off. A long, long way to go just yet, though.
No, absolutely. 3-0. Still anyone's game. Ooh, as we fail Red Honda there. Sad to see. But back up there that we get.
Oh,
and
there we
part
go.
2. Kind of sketch, but we made it. We made it. Deku with the under loop.
Pinet also gets the C rank, so nobody really seeming to have any form of interest in that Mech A rank scroll for the time being. Looks like everybody is just kind of cruising along, happy enough with their story progression. But Drum there gets a clean enough upgrade time, and is off on his way. Oh, sorry, Deku rather gets a clean enough upgrade time and is on his way through Metal Harbor, looking pretty clean. Everybody at the same stage right now, but Booty Clip is just with a narrow lead within those stages. Is there anything to do in? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, knowing how late Drum clicked off Mystic Melody in Sand Ocean, I think there's a really good shot that that was intentionally done to try to, like, you know, give the other team an idea of how close they are together. You know, so Lexi might think that Drum just got Red Honda. You know what I mean?
If that was intentional, then that is that is an incredible bit of mind game from Drum. Unsure if it was, but if it was left as a delay to kind of lure Lexi into going for sandwalking, then that's remarkable. Remarkably risky. but hey, if that was the plan, then fair play. It paid off. Obviously now, while Radical Highway is going to be unlocked, but it's straight into an Egg Quarters mission here with the Magnetic Shield. We'll see. I would imagine Drum is going to go ahead and try and take this on.
We're getting round 2. This happened during our match yesterday too, and we were both just digging for like a minute.
Oh really? Well, we'll see.
He was digging for 2. He was digging for 2 minutes.
Oh, gap jump from Lexi! Oh no! Lexi for the gap jump, and it doesn't work out, and she's very far back now. Oh, so far back, she didn't even get the checkpoint! She's a checkpoint back! That is disastrous for Lexi right there. That is such a big risk to have taken, and it did not pay off. You have to feel for Lexi. As what does that mean for the remainder of this game right now? Such a huge gap between her and Drum in Dark Story as of this moment. But coming back up, is she gonna go for another attempt? She is not. Very, very respectable. Can absolutely understand that.
Drum has started the great dig.
Here we go. I wonder what was on Lexi's mind there in going for it. Obviously, she's going to fancy her consistency to somewhat, but such a risk. And knowing she didn't have the checkpoint, or I would assume she knew, it's just unfortunate. But I mean, hey, as you said, Drum is digging here. We'll see how long it takes him.
Too easy.
Now, this is a good question too. Will Lexi make the big brain play, unlike I yesterday, and just get through Egg Quarters, knowing Drum is digging for this magnetic shield right now?
This is not a bad idea at all.
Because if I had done that, I'd gotten a bit of a lead on Drum. Maybe she takes that opportunity that I didn't take.
Absolutely. Now here's something to keep an eye on. Not quite as risky will it be here today, but yesterday Deku whipped out a task run while needing to carefully carry 100 rings to the goal ring without dying, and did it in exquisite style. Meanwhile, Drum has gone ahead and gotten that goal there, so Lexi's out of there, up to Radical Highway to get some goals on the board. Good decision from her, I think, there. But back to Deku quickly, we'll see. Are we going to see a clean task run again? In position, coming on up, and pause buffering, and he's around the back of the loop, going for the spin dash. Oh, exquisite. Magnificent. 10 out of 10. Truly fantastic stuff. Green Forest in action. Oh, I was going to say, is there a stage that looks better when it's performed to such a high caliber? But we'll see. We'll see if Finer can follow suit.
Now the question is, knowing Drum, probably going to want to quit out after a Lost Colony if we have any early mech missions, but I'm not sure if we have much. We have Sand Ocean M5. Yeah. Anything else
Yeah.
you can think of at this point?
Oh,
Probably not, eh?
Well, Sand Ocean M5 is an interesting one because it's going to obviously need the hover to get that, and 2 of those A ranks are going to come pretty easy. But the M4 A rank would be an interesting one to go for. I wonder if the strat would be try and go for an A rank in Lost Colony here. Not sure if that is what he's planning to go for. But if you really wanted to knuckle down and get that A rank a goal, then you probably could grind yourself an A rank here. He is sniping a fair few of these enemies, actually. So maybe that is indeed what Drum's plan is. Maybe he is looking to get the A rank in Lost Colony. He definitely is. 100%. Look at all these points he's racking up. And then from there, go and get Sand Ocean M2 and M3. And then there you go. That's 3 mech A ranks sorted.
Yeah, that might be the play. It wouldn't take too much effort from Drum to get those 2 goals off the board right now.
It's like Deku has just come away with a 37 Pumpkin Hill. That's very impressive.
Very solid time for Pumpkin Hill indeed, especially in a tournament setting. Anything below 40 seconds is pretty good.
We've got Lexi, rather, collecting her team's 2nd goal, so it's 4-2 at the moment. And you got to say, it probably was the right decision there to get some goals on the board for Team 7. But we'll just see how much of a difference the story gap makes now, because of course Drum's coming towards the end of Lost Colony. Stephen Davis? Who's Stephen Davis?
This is Lexi in the moment. Isn't there a 2nd Radical Highway goal to get off the board?
No, she's got both of them.
Oh, she already... Okay, my bad. Never mind. Well then, carry on.
Stephen Davis has been met and addressed and respected as such. So now it's obviously a big moment for Lexi in Dark Story because she's a fair few stages behind, or well, technically 2 stages behind here, with Egg Quarters and Lost Colony still to play. No side things to do though, which is obviously something to keep in mind. She doesn't have to dig for a magnetic shield. She doesn't have to go about getting any A ranks. Not that I think she was going to do that anyway in Lost Colony, but we'll just see how quickly she can catch up as Drum goes through a weapons bed. Now we're in Mission Street at the moment. Is there anything going on?
Wait up, Drum.
Oh,
will we see Sand Ocean M5? I think he's going for it. He is.
I actually wasn't checking. I assume Drum did get the Lost Colony A rank.
I missed that actually myself.
Well, we'll see what happens, but very, very quickly he'll make his way towards a nice goal here with Sand Ocean M5, and he's also going to get 2 more A ranks very, very quick with Sand Ocean M2 and M3, so that will be a 5th goal leading into a 6th, so Booty Clippers really, really planning out their route very well here. But it does give Lexi an opportunity to get herself back into the story. And speaking of story, let's go back to Pioneer and Deku at the moment. Not too far apart from each other. Obviously, around about maybe a minute's worth of Mission Street, but Pioneer isn't being left in the dust here whatsoever.
Absolutely. If they're on the same stage, plenty that could happen in any given stage, or even still this one. So, Aquatic Mine 2 coming up, very, very well known for giving super low times or terrible times if you get dented ceiling or minecart dumping area.
It's an incredibly coin flippy stage for sure. But
A-rank?
A-rank? Maybe? Deku's racking up some points here, so maybe they're just using this as a backup. Of course, if Drum gets Sand Ocean M3 here nice and quickly, then that'll be that. But yeah, Deku definitely racking up a few points, which Pina will not be doing. Let's have a quick look here. That's looking like a hell of a lot of points. Oh no, Pina! Gets Walk of Shame!
No!
Oh, really unfortunate, but that is a 5th goal for the Booty Clippers as they get those A ranks under their belts. And now Drum is just home and free to get himself Sand Ocean M5 ticked off nice and quick. Or maybe we could see, another Stephen Davis in a way. Bit of an unconventional one. He may dip out with an eye on some other stuff. What have we got available right now? Is Lost Colony going for?
Deku's going for the Gear Necklace.
Yes, indeed, and that's a 6th. It's currently all coming up Booty Clippers as we see Pina's back in Metal Harbor.
The quit out? Oh, and the re-exit. He wanted to check for pieces again.
Oh! I know one person who's going to be very happy to see that, at least.
Same.
Did he even get the free pieces?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Did he even get a green
we're gonna top her?
Oh, there's one. And looks like you did have a green thing, yeah. And into another green thing, radar reading.
Oh.
Extended ceiling. Here we go. There we go.
Deku showing off his skill in hunting, because that is one of the hardest pieces to grab from below.
I mean, this man just... Every time he sets foot into aquatic mine, something crazy happens. Something catches the eye for sure. And there you go. Well, here we go. Drum has just finished up with Sand Ocean M4, from the looks of things. So very close to a 7th goal. Team 7 on 3. So not left behind just yet. Piner is looking to grind out Green Forest M3 at the moment. So they're probably doing exactly the right thing at the moment, given the situation, I would say, Team 7, right? Just getting what they can to try and stick in it, and not being sort of left behind in sort of a chase to kind of make up story progression.
Drum's going for lives real quick.
Is that? Oh, it is! I completely missed that goal. There we go. Sand Ocean is the place to be at the moment, it seems, because Drum's going to effectively get 3 goals just from his escapades in Sand Ocean alone. And we're going to just
happening right now. But this will give Lexi the chance to actually catch up, because now she's going to be loading into the story stage that he has to complete after doing Sand Ocean M5. So she's going to get the story advantage now, which is going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, Booty Clippers are probably going to see themselves at a total of 8 goals. But Lexi is going to have an opportunity to get herself further ahead. And there's still a fair few dark goals. Not so much story goals, but ILs that are available to get. And obviously there's Skyrail M4 here, and you can see there. What else have we got? White Jungle M3 is on the table. Headquarters is there. I wonder if Drum will opt to go back into the story, or will try and go and pick that up nice and quick once he's done in Sand Ocean, because that's not super lengthy to go and grab. Well, yeah, well, interesting. It's interesting because it's also important to note that there's a lot of story ILs. So Deku, it seems to be focused more on the side of getting towards these later story goals with things like Crazy Gadget, Final Rush, Death Chamber is there as well, and Tails Mystic Melody, so Deku's story advantage right now is actually huge. You've got to say, actually, that is probably going to put Booty Flippers in a really, really nice position.
This is true for sure, as we're definitely seeing Piner get this goal coming up soon here.
6-5, and well, I don't want to say it's closer than it looks, but Team 7 definitely have to are gonna want to get themselves back into it on the hero story side of things at the moment, I think.
Looks like it, unless Piner can find a goal real quick to go for, and I think they might have. What do we have?
Well, can you? Yeah, here they go.
Oh. That was too close. They're going for lives now too, but no, they're Valkyne. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Valkyne.
Yeah. I wonder what the plan was there from Piner. So here we go. 100 rings to pick up. I'm going for Wild Canyon M4. Is there much else out there besides this once they finish up? There isn't really, is there? I mean, it's Wild Canyon M4, and then you got to get yourself into those hero missions. As we see Deku pole hopping away on our top left screen, really nicely done. He's performing hero story exceptionally well here.
This Lexi boots up into security hall. Drum's just finished Sand Ocean M5, and Drum goes into egg quarters.
But yeah, Drum is going to go and get himself egg quarters and all missions A ranks. And that will be another one. There's just a lot for Booty Clippers which they can go and fetch up right now. Drum is doing his bit, and Deku is definitely more than doing his as well, as he just picks up the Mystic Melody there, gets his team up to 9. So there is not a huge amount left for the Booty Clippers here to do. Drum can get this goal, take him up to 10, and then Deku, just given how much of a gulf there is between him and Piner in the story progression at the moment, is free to definitely collect these goals as they come. Death Chamber, and if he really wanted to, is completely free to just sit in story mode until he gets Crazy Gadget and Final Rush as well.
Lexi is trying to contest Drum in the Egg Quarters All Missions A rank goal. This is exciting.
Can it happen? Can it happen?
It might. Hey, we've seen a lot happen in this tournament, so I think it's very possible for anything could happen. Anything could happen, NM4 moment.
She's gonna have to move incredibly quickly here. There's been a few funny M3 moments, in fact, with Egg Quarters of all things. I've just seen people. Drum's going to get the Mystic Melody. Does Lexi have that?
Oh, that's a good question. Sure. I don't think she does.
No, Drum's going to Lost Colony. Okay, we're going up and down and all around.
Looking like Drum's gonna go for Lost Colony M4. A rank. Ooh, A rank and an M4. Still better than M5 A rank, in my opinion, but...
It's an interesting one, for sure. Wonder what sparked that decision from Drum, because he was coasting along fairly cleanly enough in Egg Quarters there. I wonder what's changed his mind to make him go into Lost Colony at the moment.
Oh,
as we see, Lexi does realize.
Yep.
He's needing that Mystic Melody.
Those moments are some of the best, just funny moments where you're like, this runner's so eager to go, they're gonna get the goal. Wait a minute. Forgot the thing.
It's always, I do love to see that in-process moment of realization sometimes. It's very, it's always a fun thing to see.
Imagine if when you were on the way to school as a kid, and you realized you forgot your homework when you were already at school. You just quit out real quick, try again.
Let me try that one more time.
How is that?
We're seeing Piner. Whereabouts is Piner right now? Just back into story mode, I think. Yeah, looks like it. There's nothing to do in Mission Street. So Piner is on their way, from the looks of things, just to try and make up the lost ground. Probably they're going to be aware that Deku is fairly far ahead at this point, based on the Tails Mystic Melody goal.
Oh, so repeat from Lexi!
Oh! Here we go! What do we got? What are we working with here? The donut-shaped stage that is Egg Quarters appears to be bearing fruit. For Lexi for empathy.
Will we get the Dex? Oh, wait.
Fear of Heights?
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure myself, boy, but I do. Oh, yep.
So here was Fear of Heights. Takes out the coconuts. I believe it's coconuts, or is it I can't remember.
Yeah, but now we get one of the stupidest hunting mission M5s in the entire game, in my opinion.
You don't like Egg Quarters M5? Not a fan?
No. Nope.
We've all had an Egg Quarters M5 moment, I'm sure. Some of us more than others. But hey, Lexi, show us how it's done. Meanwhile,
will we see a clip for one of the pieces? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Deku is in his home turf right now, Death Chamber, and 5 hidden animals is what he's going to have to round up. So he's starting his quest here, looks like he knows exactly where they are. 2 out of 5 so far, and just on his way now towards securing another goal for his team. This is looking like it's going to be 10-6 at the moment. And then with how Drum's chugging along in Lost Colony right now, at the M4, waiting to get that A rank. He's already gotten 1 A rank in Lost Colony today, I believe, unless we're sorely mistaken. But now it's time for him to make it 2. And Booty Clip is very, very close to a really, really big win for them. The biggest, you could say, if it does turn out to happen. Still not there yet, though. Of course, anything can happen.
Well, this is the question, right? Like, when Piner sees that Deku's about to get 5 hidden animals here, Are they going to try to continue with story progression, or do you think they're just going to try to grind out the 80 emblems? Because it's hard to say. Like, they might be able to get to Pyramid Cave M5.
How is that?
I
Perfect?
I would
Right,
like
Leo?
to say that that sort of there's something that Team 7 could do, but just given how far along Deku is,
Stage select.
unless Deku chooses to exit out and go for ILs instead of simply sticking in the story,
Oh,
and something goes
Lexi.
wrong in... Oh, Lexi is off to Lost Colony, and that is the last thing she needed to do right now.
Well, she'll see it soon, in about a minute, I guess.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing. Unless Deku opts to not play it safe and just stick in story, which he's aware he's got the lead in, surely, to clean those last 2 goals, which is going to be literally all the team needs. Unless Deku opts to go out, do some ILs, and something drastically goes wrong, this is Booty Clipper's game to lose at this point. It really is.
No, absolutely. It's looking like there's still a good chance that we could see something interesting happen here, but with how far along Deku is, and with Drum just about to secure the 11th goal, it's hard to say.
Yeah, quite right. I mean, Deku's basically an entire desert and then some at this point, near enough, and a Route 101. So Pina is playing catch up here, and it's unfortunate to see because but it's effectively almost just through Booty Clipper's own play and how well they've done to get themselves into this position. That early lead did, in fact, kind of come into the balance, come into play a lot, as that kind of affected how Team 7 decided to play their match in going and getting those ILs. And that gave Booty Clippers an opportunity, more so Deku, I suppose, than Drum, to just progress along, and it's paid off in the way things are playing out.
I'm loading back in the weapons bed, and Lexi loading back in the security hall. So Lexi having story lead over Drum by about a full stage and a boss fight. So this could be really good. She could get ahead to a Skyrail and 4A rank.
Yeah, Drum. That's the thing, obviously, to keep in mind right now, is that, as we said, it's not impossible. There's... Oh, Drum! Oh, dear! Well, I'll put him back about 10, 11 seconds or so. Unfortunate for Drum. Yeah, I don't know. Is this a bungy skip? It's a relatively small-scale bungy skip, if so. Okay, we might be looking at...
We're looking at a bungy skip 3.
We got some bungy moments going on right now, but we'll see. But as again I said, it's not impossible. Deku can very much, potentially goal ring twice or fall down as he is right now. We got some moments going on for Booty Clippers at the moment. Wait, did it happen again? The jump? What is happening? Drum's in weapons bed, in body, but perhaps not mind at the moment, it seems. But here we go. But Deku is out of balance. Was that the Quan? I'm not quite sure. I think so. Moving along. And as I said, stranger things have happened. We could see an absolutely nightmarish space from Deku. We could see the desert of all time from Pina. Who knows? Who's to say?
I was busy hitting the Quan. I missed Deku hitting the Quan, so it's all good. We both celebrated in style.
We will see. Pioneer, interestingly enough, not going for pole hop, not going for GC skip. It's good old-fashioned axle jump here. Cruising along to the left. And the camera is doing a thing. But I did notice, we said earlier, what did we say, eh? We were saying about set safes. Looks like Lexi has... Oh! What did we say? What did we say? Well, a few more of those are needed. A fair few more of those are needed. But that is just what the doctor ordered for Pina. Well. Let's have a wait and see, shall we? Pina's still got a long way to go if they're gonna catch up in story here. But, well, I mean, who's to say? We'll see. Are we perhaps seeing a little bit of nerves as Booty Clippers come towards their final cross towards the finish line here. We'll see. Deku with take 2 here, going along this out of bounds section.
I can't believe I've come this far. Just to
It's
fail.
looking like as long as Deku knows the animal around Crazy Gadget, and as long as he also knows how to complete Final Rush M1 with 100+ rings, it might be game over for Team 7, but if there's some more Bungie Skip moments from the Booty Clippers, we might end up seeing a battle out for 80 emblems. It's hard to say, though. We'll have to see how well Piner can play for the rest of Hero's story.
I think Deku basically needs to gold ring like twice more, I would say. Here we go. Deku coming on down. Deku. No! Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I was right there for a minute. Oh my god.
Deku playing with everybody's hearts, including his own, I think, there for a second. I should also say, we were speaking about safes earlier. Lexi is a blue safer, from what it seems.
That
So
or
there
she
you go.
forgot. She forgot. Oh wait, Piner? Pin base M4? This might be the play. Because who knows, maybe Deku goes for Crazy Gadget and then tries to quit out real quick. But, it's hard to say. Final Rush is right there.
If it is the play, then it's dependent on a lot of stuff. It's dependent on a lot of decisions from Deku, which are not optimal, basically. So Piner is going to do their team a lot of good here in terms of increasing the numbers, reducing goal differential. But if Deku is going to just sit in story and get these last 2 goals, then that's that. That will be game, set, and match, and that will be a 9-0 record for Booty Clippers, the likes of which has never been seen in Bingo League history. Possibly never will be seen again. But
Are there 5 animals before Crazy Gadget skip, or?
You can, yes. As our good friend Boog One showed the world in the build-up to Bingo, the Bingo League. Very, very good resource. Everybody in the Bingo League should watch it. You can indeed pick up 5 hidden animals before even attempting CGSS.
So that might be here. How good is Deku at hitting CGSS under pressure?
That wasn't so hard.
I mean, who's to say? Who's? Oh, I think Pinus just put themselves on a return ring railroad because they do not have enough rings to complete the M2, and as a result, are going to have to make their way all the way to the end.
Oof. This is not what we wanted to see here, folks. But we'll have to see what happens here with the 5 animal route from Deku. Okay, going for it for sure.
Again, looks like he knows exactly what he's doing. 1 animal down. I'm in towards the back here where he'll find his second. I believe this little seal friend.
No time to hang out with the likes of you.
And
Now,
so
Lexi quit out. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, Piner does get Hidden Base M2, but you go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Lexi quit out of Route 280 here to get White Jungle and the 3 real quick. Because Drum has that option as soon as he's done White Jungle, but looking like she's not taking that chance.
She's cruising along. And so here we go. The question on everybody's tongue. Deku SR. CGSS? Or, hello?
Deku?
Deku? Oh, just needed to compose himself, And here we go. The pause buffer.
Oh, that's not a clip. I don't think. No.
Well, let's just see what happens here. It's not uncommon for runners to hit a little bit of a wall with CGSS. Deku gets that pause buffer off and does hit the kill plane.
Chow. Oh, yeah. Drum's going for White Jungle M3. Drum's going for White Jungle M3. This could be danger for Team 7.
Well,
yeah.
Absolutely. What does this mean? White Jungle M3 is right there. Technically isn't anything that Drum can do without getting to Skyrail afterwards. But Deku is having trouble with Crazy Gadget Skip right now. Needs to have a lot of trouble, again, for it to really make a deciding difference. But let's just see now. Not sure what the life counter is showing at the moment. Looks like he's got plenty in the tank. I think 4 lives. It's, As I said, it's not uncommon. Are we going skipless? Alright, we're going skipless. CGSS, who needs it? Am I right?
Looks
Taking
like
the
it.
scenic route.
And yeah, this is gonna be the deciding factor here. By the time Lexi is done around 280 coming up here, Drum's probably gonna have the M3. Or maybe not. Maybe she's far enough into the stage that she's gonna get to Skyrail and then try to go for M3, which by that point though, unless Drum has an M3 moment and doesn't hit some checkpoints.
Yeah, well, let's see here. White Jungle. Mission 3, is that? It's a bit tough to tell. Yeah, it is indeed Mission 3 that we're in. And yeah, this could be curtains now. This could be the Booty Clippers wrapping up their season. All who have faced them have fallen. They have swept aside everybody in their path, every step of the way. And they are just 2 steps away from securing what will be, again, provided playoffs don't go ahead, which I believe is unlikely at this point, this will be the Bingo League title. The first ever Bingo League title going towards the hands of Deku and Drum. Oh.
Okay, and that's going to be the goal from Deku there. And
That's
now
12.
it just comes down to Drum. Will we see a boner weed from Drum?
Yeah, a boner weed to sign off in style. No, we will not. But here we go.
Copy that. I'm in pursuit.
Coming on down. This is it. Drum's victory lap. He and Deku, full credit to them, have worked incredibly hard and put in the time and effort in this Bingo League. They've just shown just what they're capable of, really. And all Drum needs to do is put this final piece in place, and that's going to be a perfect record for these two.
But,
here we go.
Team 7 definitely gave them a run for their money. Not
Absolutely.
leaving themselves left behind in the dust at all, with a solid 8 goals. Very, very close. Actually, we might even see a 9th here coming up soon from... or did we already get the hidden base? Yeah, we already got the hidden base M4. So 8 goals from the Team 7. Nice and solid for sure.
Looking like it's going to be a 13-8 victory here, as long as Drum gets himself to this chow very quickly, and he is coming up towards it. So here we go, up onto the weight. We're just counting down the seconds now. And coming back towards this,
Ooh.
up and away. And Drum Basher, the goal is clicked, and there it is.
GG.
13-8, 9-0. Across the entire season, nobody has been able to take these two down. The Invincibles of Bingo League, Deku and Drum Basher, you have to say, as the league says, they're the champions. The best of the best all the way through. They've taken on everybody, and they've not lost once. It's incredible. But full credit to Team 7 as well. They've done themselves a lot of justice here as well. And they're only looking at a 4-1 record at the time of this, so it's no negative whatsoever at all for Team 7. They will go on, and they will continue to cause a lot of teams a lot of trouble, I'm sure. And hopefully, we'll be getting an interview very soon here. Lexi and Piner are here. How you doing?
Piner.
Everybody's here.
Route Lagoon sucks. End of story.
So true.
So true.
We won 130. Also, I uncharacteristically missed C-skip the first time around.
We were saying that,
Getting a
actually.
second try.
That was the first thing that sort of caught the eye of the match. We were saying it just before things started. We were saying Piner is one to go back and attempt CE skip if they do miss it, and that's exactly what happened. Deku actually missed CE skip, so you did have the lead for a little moment. But then,
Really?
then Wild Canyon happened.
Wild Canyon. Yeah, no, my Wild Canyon hintless was so bad. Or 100 plus rings, rather. I did it so bad. My execution was terrible.
I
Ended up
got a
getting
Yeah.
legendary
50.
piece that helped me out. That was kind of cool.
Nice. Yeah, what happened with the hidden animals, by the way, in Crazy Gadget? Why'd that take you so long?
I missed the goring in Bofa, and I did skip the CG because I couldn't hit CGSS.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, dang, if I had just gone for that instead of exiting out
Yeah,
at Hidden Base, I actually would have just sniped that.
yeah. I kind of thought you were going after me, so I was a little worried. But
Nah,
I
I
kind of
figured
thought that maybe you were going for hidden base, so I guess it wasn't that big of a deal.
right, yeah, because I was so far behind. I knew I was so far behind because when you got Necklace, I exited out, right, and started doing the other missions. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
there's no way that
true.
Deku isn't at least in like Eternal Engine right now. As when I entered Hidden Base, it's like there's no shot that I beat him there.
Yeah,
So I just went
I
for other missions.
I had a moment. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Fina.
Yeah, Lexi got a 130 in Dry Lagoon.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
got
dang.
a 23.
Of course you did.
I was gonna say, by the way, Drum, did you delay clicking off Eggman's Mystic Melody?
I just
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot.
It worked out so well because from the looks of things, Alexi, would you have gone for sandwalking anyway? I assume so. But
I assume so. It's Lexi.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it was just such an interesting one because because we were wondering if there was some kind of mind game going on or some sort of like attempt to lull Lexi into going for sandwalking and then click it at the perfect moment. But
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you
aware of
just
what I
you
did
just
yesterday with Liam, but I straight up just forgot.
just forgot.
For gore.
But yeah, what else was there? So then, after you guys got sort of that early sort of 4-0 lead or so, Lexi and Pioneer, you guys decided to go ahead and go and get some ILs, and
We were playing.
eventually,
At that
go on.
point, we had gave up on the game. We were going for goal differential.
Yeah, like
Mm.
it was just like at that point, like this is the type of board in Hero Story where if I don't keep pace with my opponent, I lose. I lose more goals. Like I will lose more goals than I can get, and I was already at the point where I was about a minute behind, so I just exited out. I was like, "There's no way that I'm like catching up here. I should just get the goals that I can while I can." In retrospect, that was probably like not the greatest play considering everything that happened to Deku.
Yeah,
But it was the correct play, assuming that Deku was on point, and I know Deku is usually very consistent. So
yeah, and that's the thing, of course. But yeah, Deku, you did have a moment or two towards the end there, of course.
Yeah.
So Eternal Engine and Crazy Gadget eventually just giving up on CGSS and just took the skipless route. But you got there in the end, both of you did, and that's that. That's every single Booty Clippers game played and every single Booty Clippers game won. So that's that, right? That's champions.
That's true.
I guess
assume.
well, if we don't have the funny playoff smile.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, then maybe. But if it doesn't, then the league certainly at least is the league table says first place Deku and Drum, and for the remainder of our days, it will say nothing different for this season at least. So yeah, massive GGs, guys.
Thank you.
Massive
thank you.
GGs. But yeah, I won't lie. In retrospect, like, I wish I had more time to practice. Life's been hectic, yo. But I feel like I've at least put on a good show for the matches. So thanks y'all for having me.
Oh yeah, it's
you
been
guys
a
are still
pleasure.
gonna come
Yeah,
second. Like,
the other
And
matches
yeah.
were
please,
actually great.
please forget about my Pumpkin Hill. All right, just as a personal request.
I'm excited to see you guys go second, actually, in this
True.
one.
I hope.
You guys
I
played Prophet and Dawn yet, or am I?
No,
No,
we have
not yet.
not.
Oh, that'll be a
Yeah,
great match then.
That's
That'll be a
Dawn
fantastic.
Force's only remaining game.
Yeah. Gonna be a great
That's
match.
going to be the game to watch at this point then.
Because if Team 7 win, then they can wait. Even if even if Team 7 lose, they can still beat Dawn's boss, I think, on goal difference.
Mm.
Because Dawn's boss lost to Malthus and Hedera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll see. Absolutely. But yeah, Liam, do you have anything more to ask or anything? Because I think I'm just about wrapped up.
Not too much that I can think of at the moment. GG to everyone involved. Deku and Drum for going undefeated in the league, and Lexi and Piner for putting on a really good show against the the undisputed champions.
Yeah, I had a moment actually in Lost Colony, and I've done this on more than one occasion before. I got onto the elevator and I was doing Lost Colony A rank, and I just forgot to shoot the enemies,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that
until I
that
was
was
like, yeah.
that was something I was going to ask you. You were kind of like making your way through headquarters, and then just kind of suddenly decided, "Ah, no, I'll go and do
Oh, that
I'll
too,
go and do
yeah.
Lost Colony instead."
Afterwards, but yeah, during the story, I just forgot I was doing the A rank, but I realized right at the end of the elevator for like the final 10
So,
enemies, and then I
so
was
did you get
just
it or
able.
not?
Yeah, I was just able to get it, but it meant that I
Ah,
forgot about chow boxes.
right. I see. Okay. Yeah,
Um,
it was a really interesting one because the way you played it to get the Lost Colony A rank and then just chain it into two Sand Ocean quickfire A ranks. Even though Deku went and got was it Mission
yeah.
Street? It worked
Yeah,
out.
Deku got Mission Street, which
Yeah.
was the A rank goal. And
Hmm.
then I thought, because I didn't actually click Lost Colony, perhaps Lexi thinks I will go out at um, headquarters rather than Lost Colony, which I don't know if that would help me, but it would be misleading, which so that could help. And then, so yeah, I did Sand Ocean, and then I went into headquarters. I beat M2, realized I hadn't got to Security Hall, so I couldn't beat M5, and so I did Lost Colony instead.
The other thing to be mentioned was just the weapons bed moment seemed to be
Yeah,
backing up.
it's kind of a curse, really. If I have the large cannon, then my weapons bed ability just
Oh,
completely goes out the window. I've only
well,
like, so like most of the weapons beds in this bingo league, I've gone and got a large cannon. Only one of them I did well. I got like a 125 with the large cannon. Everything else has been like 2 minutes plus.
Awesome.
message is clear. Uh, well, yeah. I think other than that, then I guess we're pretty much good to go unless anybody else has anything left to say. I don't know if we have a raid target or not, but we'll
We've
figure
got
that
another
out.
raid coming up in like 30 minutes, so it's
Oh, of
fine.
course, yeah, right.
Yeah,
So I
Oh,
guess
yeah, I should
cool.
I'll be
we're gonna be
back.
just chilling for a bit.
Be
Indeed,
back.
we've
Thanks,
got
Dylan.
another match coming up in yeah, just a few minutes basically. Team 7 is going at it again. This time versus the Chow Kindergarten. So
Let's
yeah,
go.
look forward to that, and we'll be going with a quick break. Have some music to chill off to, and then we'll be back with the next match. So stay tuned.